Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Well, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. Welcome back to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxley, back in the show at the moment. Is one and only GB. Dynamo Kyiv 1, Rangers 1. In an entertaining game away in Poland. So it's about half time, GB. Would you took that?
I 1-1. Ox. Even the 1-0. To be fair, Ox, I was actually quite pleased that we're staying in the game at that point, and yippee-ki-yay at the end of the game. I mean, it just there's no better way to get a draw into it or a win with that kind of last-minute goal.
Aye, some lift, and hopefully that's the start of the fizzy drink to lift the hangover. I thought there was some good performances. I thought there was some guys not so good, and individual errors cost us. Listen, I don't think we deserve to get beat. I think 1-0 flattened them. In the second half, we were a better team. Fox had mentioned it off air about Yefty playing, and I said, I've not seen enough for the boy. He comes on, gives us something, that cross for the left foot, and we were unlucky not to score a few goals in the second half. They had one effort in the second half, but the boy fizzed it and Butland thing, came out and parried it away. But we dominated the second half with some decent performances, mate. And we had chances in the first half. Yeah, they had chances, I grant you that, and the goal came from an individual mistake for young Midvan, young Barron sells himself. You'll learn for that, hopefully. But you're playing at that level, you can't dive in and get took out of the play, and then they run through, and it was a bad goal. But overall, signs that we're improving. The fitness look better, and things are moving, hopefully, in the right direction, GB.
Yep, Ox couldn't put it any better, mate. And it was funny, you're talking about the fitness and stuff like that. Then Alan Hutton saying, we're looking a bit leggy and the rest of it. And then, like I says, we pop up with that goal at the end. There was no legginess there. It was, like he says, John Suter kind of ran himself into the ground. Again, needs some bits of improvement with his game as well, Ox, for me.
He needs. We can do better, mate. We've got big man to come in, Big Robin.
Yeah.
Mate, he'll play on the left, and Suter needs to come out of the team, in my opinion, mate. John Suter's a backup centre half, and that's that for us to improve. That's what it has to be, mate.
Yep, mate, totally agree. And I think the substitutions as well, really good at half time again, getting Scott Wright off. FTO. I know. Some difference, Ox, when we get a proper good players back on that park, and they're Big Sterling as well. You see, as soon as you see him on the ball, it just looks a total different level to some of the players on your squad, Docs. Just great to see him back in the park. Tierney had his moments, and again, he pops up with that big moment with the cross at the end. Again,
let's be honest, up until then, he wasn't great, mate, but he's got a pass at the moment, yeah. Yep,
he'll grow. I mean, he'll grow into, I think, the team, which is good. And who's Sterling, I said. Lawrence, I mean, again, lasted the full 90. Again, didn't have an amazing game, but again, put in a shift, so hopefully, again, just the minutes keep him Mox. But if we were kind of what like doing, first half were a bit iffy, and then the second half, like I says, I would get to us, definitely.
Aye. How you doing, Bridgeman? Did you enjoy that last minute?
Actually wonderful. I was screaming at the telly and the players, oh my God. And it was a wonderful goal. Brilliant goal, great moves. Again, I mean, I've said it a million times. Each and every one of us have said it a million times. Hold the ball, play your own players, and something will happen for you. If it's going to happen, it will happen. My goodness gracious, that was a superb cross, and absolutely superb cross. Yeah. Loved it.
And I know we like to market strips, and I know we like to do, but we're away at Hearts and we're away at that game. Rangers should be playing in blue. Just my opinion.
100%. That what was that strip they on? For God's
That's
sake.
the new third strip. That's a new third strip. Yeah.
Oh wow! Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going. They're not playing in anything. We'll put our own
There's no
strip
clash
on.
if we play in blue with blue shorts and blue socks, mate. Yeah. Rangers
Well,
should be
yeah, of
playing in
course.
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's just me. I'm maybe a bit old-fashioned when it comes to that. Considering my tender years, it's quite remarkable, GB.
Tender years.
Alex, you know it's obviously just trying to push that tap into it. I mean, but I think like next week us at home, you'll see is it. Don't worry in the royal blue.
Right, so the game started and we had a bit of control and we were knocking about. And I thought young McCausland started brightly. I was surprised that he was playing tonight. And we some decent touches. All the players were involved. And we were doing okay. And then they slowly got a foothold and they looked more promising. And then they got the goal chopped off, Bridgman. Well, offside, two of them offside. But it was a warning for us. And then as the game headed towards half-time, it looked as if it was petering out and there wasn't much happening. And then Ridvan makes the error, Bridge. Clinical getting caught. When he get caught, mugged. We're going forward and they're coming towards you. You can't get the ball away, even if you just have to hoof it.
Yeah, you could see it. You could see it. In desperation by young Barn, tried to even foul the guy and he couldn't actually get him. But absolutely superb goal for them, may I say. Absolutely no doubt about it being a goal. But when you talk about shoot yourself in the foot, Ridvan never recovered for that. I don't think maybe the 90th minute, and when the 4 minutes extra, that's when he actually recovered for that mistake. Because to me, I saw him in every ball he tried to pass, every corner he took, every free kick he was near, didn't work. And I think he caused Tav to do the same thing with his free kicks at times. But no, yeah, you're right. It was a sickener. And well done to the boys for turning it around, I must say.
So we gave the goal away and then we nearly gave another one again. I think it was Diamandi gave the ball away cheaply running forward, but miscontrols it. They broke away. We're thinking, we're at 6s and 7s, and we were for a couple of minutes. Calm down, half time come. And I've got to congratulate our manager. Right, let's hope. And I don't want to sound flippant, and I'm not blaming him for the first half performance, but let's hope that's the end of the Scott Wright experiment. Scott had one header. He nodded it down, I think, to Dessers. And apart from that, I can't mind him influencing the game at all in the first half. So let's hope that's the end of the experiment, GB.
Hope so, Oxley. That says what a difference the boy EFT made when he came on. If the manager can't see that kind of side that he had on that second half isn't his team to go forward with and try and build on, then I don't know what he's got to do. He's got to shoot himself in the foot again. But no, I mean, again, he's just an empty jersey, Ox. I think Joe in the first part of the show even said he's a solid 4 out of 10 consistently, and that's what he gives you.
I think Joe was being polite, but Yefty, look, I hadn't fancied him defensively, and we've seen the pace, and I think he's about 6'2", Bridge, and he goes forward, and he's athletic. What we didn't know, how good a crosser the boy was,
Yeah, I think I said to you, for me anyway, I fancied him, really, really did fancy me to do something for it. I think he's a smashing player. I'm not saying he's the best left back or anything like that, but you look at the moves he was involved in. He was all over the park at times, but really and truly, he could cross the ball, beautiful cross of the ball, and all left foot. And I thought he could have got a penalty near the end there when he pushed the ball past the guy and ran to the other side. The guy grabbed him and pulled him down. But I thought, super duper show for him. What can I say? I think he's great. He's a smashing player, and of course he'll be a big hit with Rangers if he gets that kind of form. Big hit with Rangers, and Mr. Clement, well done bringing him on.
Aye, it was, so then we changed it. We brought on Dessers for Barron, who I thought, once again, apart from that one, I thought it was neat and tidy. He played one bad pass, but shows an appetite for the game. And works hard, and he'll do. I actually prefer our team with Sterling in it, and I think that's Sterling's position. I disagree with Southside, but listen, it'll be interesting to see where he ends up, because I think Rangers are a better team with a fit Dijon Sterling in it, GB.
Yep, well, again, you just see him getting slotted in for Barn and Nahum. Barn, like I says, will do for us. He's doing well, but Sterling again, just see the way he takes the ball, the way he drives forward. Even helped, I think, was it John Suter as well, cut out a pass in the second half, stopped them going through as well. He just suits that position, Ox. As much as I know that he's been in pre-season playing Kenny Tao's position in that, the manager's out there searching for a number 6, Ox. I think that he should just put just put Sterling in there, because we just look we're solid, and let's just find maybe push young Barn up with Diamandi, something like that. Maybe build the midfield out of the three.
We'll see. I don't know if we'll need 2 sitters for a lot of the home games, so we'll see. So we huffed and puffed. I mean, let's be honest. We'll criticise Dessers, and he maybe should have scored, and he was unlucky with a header on Saturday, but God, was he unlucky again. A decent cross comes in, no the best. I think it was actually Ridvan that put that one in. Dessers turned it into an effort, and the goalie made an absolute fantastic save, GB.
Yep, well, I said again that Dessers enjoys Europe more than he does our league at times, and again turned up. He does a lot of moaning and all that in the park for me, Ox, and I just wish sometimes he'd just more focus on the game. But again, great chance, and thankfully he got his just rewards at the end there. But the goalie made a worldie for him, didn't he, with that header? What says that it was going in, Ox, you know what I mean? And another night, like it says, we've pulled that back earlier, you know what I mean?
So we huffed and puffed, and we threatened, and listen, I'll be honest, Bridge, I thought it was going to pan out 1-0, and GB said maybe I took that. I was hoping to get a goal because I thought they were there for the taking, and then we break away, the ball goes, and Yefty gets it. I thought he made the wrong option, but with Diano, it goes out to Cherny, who puts a cross in, and Dessers makes a good run, which he's got to do more often. Be onside and be in the front post, and you'll score more goals as a centre forward, Bridge. GB.
Got to do it more often, Ox. If he does it more often, then like I says, I don't think the fans will ever be on his back. And then like I says, not so much even Dessers, Ox. Cherny, Yefty, we need to have more of that play. We need to be ripping teams open like that. That's what I was wanting to see more of tonight. You know what I mean? We've got it in the locker. We've got good players there. They just need to show this more. And look what happens. See, when we do that fine bit of play, 1, 2, 3, bang, goal. You know what I mean? We're back in the game. And just unfortunately, it was near the end of the game, because I think, see, if we had another 10 minutes in us, we probably could have got the win, Ox.
Aye, we would have finished in horses, I think, as well, mate. But listen, they maybe took that before the ball was kicked because of where we are, and let's hope it's the Blue Roots are recovery, and the season can kick on, get a result on Saturday, and then go again next Tuesday, mate. Right, I think we better get these phone lines opened, yeah? So,
aye.
Let's hear from these.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
It's listen, we've got to be pleased. Also, we've got to be pleased with the application of the team, GB. We're quick enough to criticise, and I personally didn't think Wright was involved much. I didn't think Suter had a great game. I suppose at times he done okay, but that's the two for me. I think the rest, Lawrence fits and starts. Is he the answer in there? I don't know. Is he an asset to our squad? Most definitely, but we'll see where that takes his GB. Yeah?
Yep, I think like you can chuck Dow in amongst that as well. Walks into it. They're decent enough players.
I'm just going to say, carry on.
Aye, they're decent enough players to do a job into it, but like he says, you're needing that bit of class in the squad. But the thing that made me more hopeful tonight, Ox, was just like I say, see when we've seen the bit of quality come back into the team, then you can see mean, I've been questioning the manager quite a lot, Ox, especially pre-season and in the first game of the season there, and about the whole tactics and stuff like that. And there's still, I think, for me, there's still things that, especially when we got owned up for our goal, that we could probably do better with the tactics side of things. But you can see what he's trying to build.
I'll see it slightly different for you. I get it, and I don't like the shape. And if the midfield is a bit closer, it can maybe help. But I think that the trouble with that is that was a glaring individual error, mate. Yeah,
aye. And it is, Ox. It's just that I think sometimes managers have got to help the team and all. Like if we've not got ability in there at certain times, then you've got to kind of help the way, even moving a player across, or like you says, putting an extra body into the midfield. I think that it just depends how he's got to go. If he gets his signings in, Ox, then I would imagine he's got to go full pelt with this tactic that he's playing. But if we're having to kind of chop and change a lot, Ox, then he's got to help himself as well with the results.
You'll not go through with the same team, but if Proper comes in and you've got Sterling's back in the team and Barron's playing and Diamondi's playing and Yefty's playing and Tierney's playing, the team's developing. Bridge.
Yeah, I thought that Mr. Suter wasn't at his best today, and I thought that Proper guy with Balogun at the right and Proper on the left, if that's where he plays, most assuredly make a big improvement. And when Balogun, I thought Balogun was, to all intents and purposes, our best player on the park the whole game. I thought he was superb. Still slow. So we're never going to speed him up, but we need help.
I wouldn't have minded getting Leon Balogun 10 years ago, mate.
Yeah, it's been brilliant, hasn't it? Brilliant.
You know. But anyway, talking about 10 years ago and all our yesteryears, we'll be joined by old Davey. Evening, David.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Hi, Davey.
Hi, doing, Bridge. How you doing?
Just for the record, you're the jinx.
What new?
You messaged me just as bombing in the net, didn't you?
Yeah, you stole my thunder there. I had a couple of comments ago about the manager. I hope Clement learns his lesson about a certain player. And as you know, I texted you earlier and gave you a wee message regarding that. But that was a magnificent performance. If you compare that to Tynecastle, that was night and day. And that's the difference when you play with 11 men and no 10 in an empty jersey. I mean, I heard you saying something about a heat of the ball. Well, I must have missed that. That's the difference when you've got players there, and then when Big Sterling come on, it was marvellous. And the goal just put it right. And I felt really great for the supporters because they really deserved that to go that distance and get that at the end of the night. So, great result, guys. Marvellous.
Aye. Scott Wright came in at the post and headed it down in the first 20 minutes or something, mate. But I think that was very much his only contribution, you know. But listen, that's how I see it. And as a team game, and he would argue that as forwards you need to get a service. But for me, fringe player at best, and if they could get a deal, I would happily take it. But that's just me. Everybody's entitled to their view. GB.
Yep, Ox, and like I says, it would be good to hear from them on their opinions if they want to phone in. But on the basis of Scott Wright, Ox, like I says, if the manager can't see that his team was a better side with Yefty on that left side in that second half, then I don't know what it is. He's got to. I says if he keeps persevering with Scott Wright, maybe he's trying to push him in the shop window, say that he's playing in a Champions League qualifier, Ox. I don't know, but like I says, it's no helping his cause playing Scott Wright. He's an empty jersey, and like I says, it's his time up as well at the club.
JB, you couldn't take him to the bars and sell him.
I know, even Turkey don't want him.
I think he would go there and get his hair sorted. Anyway, listen, but let's look at the positives, David. The team played some decent stuff at times tonight. Jeffy put in crosses. We worried them. You know, they've got experienced pros, internationalists in their team, guys with a lot of caps, you know, playing for Ukraine, who, you know, obviously they're no top draw in European football, but they're no bottom drawer either. You know, obviously their country's going through a lot, and I wish them all the best in their struggles, but they've got some decent players, mate, and we were the better team in the second half, and we would have finished in the horses, Davey.
Yeah, oh, well, that was the encouraging thing. I mean, if you make comparisons, I know we were talking, and Pox was talking about people, you know, complaining and sort of criticising it. But it's not that you're criticising, you're just calling it out as you see it. And that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm calling it out as I see it. That is vastly improved performance. Fitness-wise, I'm still with you on the shape, but there's a few, I heard, I don't know if it was Bridgman or I can't remember who mentioned it, but we've still got a wee bit tidying up at the back today. I mean, 100%. It's the same old suspects again, you know, getting caught. I mean, how can you get caught with a guy standing in front of you just to tap in? He's not even coming from behind you. He's in front of you already. You know, that's got to be eradicated, and I think that'll come.
You talking about their goal?
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, I think in our day, John Shooter could do better, but listen, the guy who scored that, it's great movement, mate. It's great movement. He goes in, he comes out and he pulls round, mate. You know, he's been a top player for a long time. Just his movement. The mistake was made by Ridvan, GB, then Bridge.
Yeah, Ridvan obviously first, Ox, and then I think Bridgman, you said Young Barn just got caught trying to help out, getting done. But it was a great goal, Ox. I mean, if any other team scoring a goal like that, you'd be kind of well, hats off. There's not much you can do about it. Granted, we could do a lot better, but like I says, it was a great finish and a great bit of play with him. I mean, and to be honest, you've touched on it, Ox. It was kind of coming. They had a kind of couple of offside goals, I think. Big John Suter had a great save as well. I think it was a long-range shot that he done. He had a good save as well. So, I mean, they've got quality, Ox. And for us to kind of handle that for the most of the game, like I says, running up to that 90 minutes, I was quite happy with the 1-0. I felt as though we were still taking something back to well, I was going to say Ibrox, but Hampden. And like I says, now we're taking a 1-1 result back to Hampden. So it's all to play for. And like I says, I think they've showed a lot of promise there in that second half to see that we've got a team there that can actually compete and hopefully get through to the next round.
You know, when you think about it, you know, it's tonight was sensational for Rangers. I mean, literally sensational, because you're only 3 days ago, and we were in some parts of the game we were absolutely dreadful against Hearts. If Hearts had a wee bit of luck at all in front of goal, they could have scored 3 or 4 goals. But Shankland could have 3 of them, you know. Tonight, a completely different setup with the teams. And you saw players, I thought, playing with a bit of freedom. I thought young McCausland, excellent first half.
Unlucky, wasn't he? It was unlucky.
Oh, I think he was very unlucky, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Great shot at the post, goalkeeper floundering, you know. So all of these things add up for me. They all add up. And it looks a bit rosier than it did on Saturday at full time. And I think that the manager's found a couple of players in there. When he lets them loose, lets them go and do what they can do, he sees a difference. And when you mentioned Scott Wright there, when I saw Scott Wright going off, I thought, I don't think he's ever going to play for Rangers again. I don't think he'll ever wear a Rangers strip again.
Right. I'm no one for spreading rumours, as you well know.
What a shocker you are.
and you know me, somebody's phone's pinging. But you know me, GB, right? But it wouldn't be fair if I told you the name. But you can work it out if you follow the show. A certain individual was getting these pies, big closed pies, ready for after the game. Put them in the oven plenty of times so they're ready just as the whistle goes. Because of the drama at the end, forgot about the pies and the
She's got well done pies.
I've had a picture of the pies, and let's just say scorched earth would do them no justice at all. Yeah.
the pies have pied them.
Brilliant, well done. Like that.
Tell Andy for Leeds Bridge to stop texting you during the game, during the show.
Why is that?
Because your phone's pinging. You even know who's texting you. There you go.
I've got no idea.
Right, where are we now? We've got the manager. So if you're ready, get yourself a mute. And let's hear for the gaffer. Philip, come on.
Quite a late equaliser here tonight. Is it what you feel your side deserved from that performance?
For sure. If you look at the stats, we had 6 balls on target. They had 3. Cyril was unlucky before that in the game because he had several good finishes but good saves of the goalkeeper, who was also a goalkeeper of national team. Of course, it's a team with a lot of qualities, like they showed against Partizan with this 9-2. So I think in the phase we are in with the rebuild and what the players are showing, it's again the step forward that I wanted, and it's a really important result. And I hope the fans go behind these players so hard that next week they can make so much noise to push us over to qualify, and that they can make so much noise that the roof comes off of Hampden Park instead of Ibrox now.
What was your message to the players at half time? You made a change at that point, and obviously the subs came on in the second half and made a difference too.
Was it really important that in moments we did really good pressing, but in moments also not, so to make that better, and it was much better in the second half also to be more calm on the ball, to keep more overview. We lost a few balls too easy in the first half, and then you get every time these transitions, and they are lethal in that, with a lot of pace and a lot of quality. And to find the right spaces, so we showed images about all of that, and that we had to keep on pushing, and that also, and what is every time with fresh players coming in, they can make the difference when other players are getting tired for the other team, and this is the mentality we need to recreate. What was there already last season, but we need to recreate with all the squad together. That it's a job together, and sometimes one is starting, sometimes another one is starting, but they all do the job and they go hard.
You touched on next week a little bit there as well, but all still to play for, and it'll be a tie you're really looking forward to, I'm sure.
Yes, and yeah, you see, it's a really good team, and they've been playing 4 or 5 years together now, so they have a lot of automatism. So in that way, I'm really satisfied how the team is reacting already in this short time together to do a lot of things right. Of course, we can do several things better still, and that's to work on now this coming week towards this game. But we have also a competition game in between. I don't know if Kyiv will have one. They had a free weekend now before this game, and you saw still at the end they physically struggled. So I'm curious if they're going to play in the weekend or not. Probably not. But we will do our job in our way.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Yes, can that be posted in social media? I think people might enjoy seeing that. Oh, schoolboy. Right, okay. Where are we? Listen, he's very honest, yeah. And what I liked tonight was we did make a decision, and we made it half time. Let's not get into the Scott Wright debate. Let's say he's seen a problem and he changed it, Davey. That's a big tick in the box for me.
Yeah, for me, it's massive for me. But I just like to discuss. No, I'm not going back to what we were talking about regarding the first half, but when you were saying, I disagree with that. It was a great goal they scored. I don't think it was.
Come on.
No. See, Scooter.
Come on, you.
If Scooter walks, steps out, the guy's offside for a start. And Tavernier's nowhere near that guy. And how many times did that happen? That's not a great goal.
Davey, can I answer that one, Oxford?
Aye, on you go, sir.
Davey, the pace that they came in was very fast. Tavernier couldn't get back. He would never have got back for the life of him. I'm afraid that Suter and Balogun were caught.
Tavernier was in line with it. Tavernier and Suter were in line with it. The guy moved to the front and then came out, and the guy fired that cross, and it came in behind.
Yes, but
between
Suter the guy moved to the left, right virtually on the far post for me, and Tavernier wasn't anywhere near it.
Oh, if you're looking at Tav's about 2 yards away from him, Rich.
At the end up, because the guy came to him, he still never did nothing.
The movement and the ball, and the guy's.
I think it was I thought it was a great goal. My opinion, David.
Bad goal.
Oh, bad goal, of course.
Bad goal because we gave the ball away cheaply the halfway.
Exactly. So that doesn't make it a great goal.
Oh my God. Okay.
Anyway, move on, Ox. Move on.
No. You're entitled to your opinion. Just do your right. Right, GB.
I'm not getting involved. What I will say is that the 2 goals in the game were 2 ruthless goals, and probably put a bit of shining light on the game as well. I think it was 2 teams playing end-to-end football at times, and I think our goal was probably just as good as their goal. I mean, we opened them up right wide at the end there, and they were all fighting with each other at the end. I seen their team were pure shouting at each other and all that, so they were right peeved off about losing that goal, and vice versa. We would probably be about peeved at Yilmaz that losing that ball, losing the ball as well. So, 2 good goals, and we move on to next week.
Aye. There was similarities. in the 2 goals. They came for the same area in the pitch, different kinds of crosses. Davey and their guy went front and moved back because the guy battered that cross. Our guy went front and got a nick in it and put it in the goal. There's similarities in the 2 goals. But listen, it's about the result, and if we win at Hampden next Tuesday, we move on. Davey?
Yeah, that's what it's all about. You're spot on. And I'll tell you, the vast majority, I'm including myself in that, I never could have thought we would get a draw there tonight. After Tynecastle. And they proved us all wrong. So I hope they keep on proving us wrong. And as he says, we're starting to get different players in, get a shape, hopefully. If that shape, he keeps that shape and it starts winning, he stick with it. But and that place will be rocking. And I think that they're there for the taking. I'm not saying that just for the sake of it. I think they are there. We are there to get through to the next round.
Aye. I don't see what I've seen tonight. I don't see why not, but they're no mugs. They're still no mugs. Okay, come and join us. 0141 356 1972. 1972. It's 1972. What over that? I've been away for my holidays. 0141 356 1972, David.
I love it.
Come and join us. Give your thoughts. Who was the man of the match? User went for Balogun. I thought he was most industrious. He shows a lot of effort by Balogun. I would maybe disagree with that. The boy Yefty, his crosses, that really surprised me because I didn't see that against Ajax when we seen him, So interesting. So maybe have something there, but we didn't even know we had. GB.
Hopefully it could be like a kind of Sterling moment, auction. Maybe we stumbled across a position for him. It'll suit him. I know we were a bit critical of his defending, and maybe in time he will be able to slot into that left back position. But as it stands now, Ox, after that performance tonight, we've been crying out for somebody to be so direct and be deadly with balls into the box since probably like Barisic's kind of top form days. You mean so? It's just night and day. Young McCausland and done well in the first half and stuff like that. But I think maybe Southside stumbled upon something there as well. Maybe slot him into the 10 position. And then you've got a bit of...
After he said that, you get a 38 charm, mate.
Oh, mate. I know. You're looking at the youth in that squad, Ox. And the young boy wasn't scared to hit a dig as well. And then there's, fun Yefty out on the left there. Lawrence didn't put a foot wrong, and he's in there for experience. That's clear as day. But I said, I'm hoping we're building something else, because that second half performance and the way the team was playing, there's promise there. At least that's what, like Davey's touching on. The weekend, I was like, oh, here we go again. We're just going to be watching a poor team all season. But this shows you a bit of quality coming into that team. Hopefully, we're starting to see something else.
Aye, I still think we need another centre half. You know, Big Bag is not going to get you through the season. Proper's going to come in. We need another centre half. You know,
please,
a centre half. Yeah. I never thought I'd say it, Bridge, but I agree with you.
Oh, please, a big 6 feet 5, 6 feet 6 centre half. They'll play alongside Mr. Proper, and I'll tell you, you'll see a huge difference in your team. Huge difference.
I'd like somebody with real pace in there, mate.
Oh, yeah. Yes, 100%. We need it. I mean, a couple of seasons ago, even Balogun was pretty fast, one of the fastest players on our team. Obviously, he's not got that turn of speed, but he's still no bad. He's mobile, and I thought he did a superb game tonight.
He gives you everything he's got, mate. Yeah,
absolutely, bud. Absolutely.
Yeah. He's everything he's got.
And he does a good interviews when he's asked to interview. I think he's got Rangers. He's got Rangersitis. Is that what he used to say? He's got Rangersitis or something. Wow.
Aye.
He likes it. But I believe the boy Yefty will be a star for us, but we have to find the proper position for him that's going to suit the manager. I don't think at the present moment he's a fullback, but he plays very well attacking, very, very well attacking. So maybe the left wing, left, it could be there. He could be the man there for a while, but he may want to be a fullback.
GB.
Oh, just to jump in something there before I forget. See, Yilmaz in the second half as well. Was he playing like more further forward? Because a lot of the time he was in the middle of that midfield as well. Like he wasn't playing as a left back.
What he was doing is we were starting to dominate the ball, and we did have periods. Yilmaz was going inside and Yefty was going outside. So he was then adding to the midfield. So there wasn't a big gap. Whereas when he comes out to the width and there's a big gap between, if you have two out there, the winger and him, there's a big gap between them in the midfield. So when he gets it inside, introvert, is that the right word? I think it might be introvert.
Aye. Go with that.
He goes inside. Yeah, it's not the right word. Right? He goes inside instead of outside. You get involved in the play more. But I mean, he didn't have his best game, and I think it was summed up with, I can't remember who it was past day. I think it might have been after Yefty, or it might have been Dessers.
Dessers, aye.
He got the weight all right. Inverted fullbacks. That means you go inside. So fair play to the manager. They picked up on that and got it right. Listen, we've criticised them. We get frustrated, Davey, but when they get stuff right, you've got to be fairer.
Yeah, well, 100%. Well, that's what everybody's been screaming for, and I've been mentioning it, you've been mentioning it, and so has a lot of guys, that he's not been mixing it up a bit. Well, he mixed it up there, and the mixture turned out very good. Because I don't think anybody's ever seen Jeffrey coming on and playing where he was playing. So, obviously, Clement actually had an eye on that, and it definitely turned out good. I mean, you could see the difference. Either game, we were playing a game, we started playing with 11 men, that's a hell of a difference.
Aye, what's we done? There was some decent stuff. Listen, it wasn't the best we've ever played, but there was some decent stuff, Bridge.
Yes, indeed. I'm delighted. At the end, I was disappointed with some of our play, which I'm not trying to critique it properly. And some of the players, but I criticised young Ridvan, and I thought, my goodness gracious, he's not doing very well at all here. But the second half and his interplay with the boy Hefty, I thought, as you quite said a minute ago, he was introverted, and Hefty went out in the left, and it made a huge difference to the team as they went forward. Marvellous stuff. Really good to see. But I'm not taking anything away for the boy Yilmaz. I thought he did probably his poorest game in the Rangers shirt, but still did well. Still did well at the end.
I don't disagree with you. I don't think he had a good game, but he kept going. He got involved and improved. He had a period where you could see he'd been doing it. He didn't start the second half great, but I'll give him his due. He grew into the game a bit. Yeah, he grew into it. GB.
Aye, he did, Ox, and that's insane. He was trying passes for Dessers and stuff like that, and I know Dessers was getting frustrated with him, but like I says, it was a couple of times he was just unlucky, and like I says, they were on top him pretty quickly as well, because I think they obviously know his quality. I mean, and I think the full team, Ox, grew into the game. I think, like he says, when you watch that first half, and then as we gradually moved into the second half, we were, like I says, turning into the dominant team. Like I says, just...
Aye, I get it, mate. Right, well, we're just waiting for a caller. Oh, come on, he's joined us, talking about somebody that likes to be dominated. Oh, we've been joined by Andy Felix. Evening, Andrew.
Good evening, guys. What are you laughing at, Bridgeman? Hey, by the way, Bridgeman, see when I'm texting the group, turn your phone off, and then I don't get into trouble.
No, it's nothing to do with you, but you should get into trouble all the time. So I don't know.
He gets into enough trouble without getting involved with you, Brad.
You're not wrong there. Right, my take on it.
Good to hear you.
Aye, and you, yeah. My take on the game was I thought we did all right starting off. Good shot by McCausland. I thought he was in the game first 10, 15, 20 minutes there. He was doing all right. But that defending again is a big worry going forward with the team. We keep making the same mistake there. Right enough. There's many problems there still to solve, but that's for other days. I think I thought this team were better than what they were. I think, probably thought of beat that mob that, we got a problem. But there's a lot of space there, and we got into that, and we kept going. So you've got to take your hat off for that. But don't get me wrong, I was mumping my gums all through the game to the guys, and I shall say enough. But they stayed there and got a result. That's encouraging. So we've got to sort of building it. Well, we're a good 4 or 5 players short. We're far better quality than what we've got in the team. How we're going to get them in, I don't know. But you've got to be honest when it comes to, was it a great performance? No, it wasn't. Was it in bits? Aye. And we did what we had to do, and takes the tie back to Scotland, and hopefully we get through there. Is that worth about 4 million, 4.5 million if we win it? So, and then the 2 teams that are in the other tie, if we can get with that together, we've got a chance, haven't we? But we must get through next week, because they are not bad, but they're not what I expected. I thought they would have been a lot harder. So I'll take my hat off to him for doing that, sticking at it right enough. And that's just my wee take on that game there tonight.
Would you say that they might have shaded the first half, but we would have won it in points in the second half, Andy?
Well, we kept going at him, but we were making a lot of not the right decisions, if you get what I mean. I thought young Barron was great. I think he's been great in every game. Well, that worries me that he walks straight into the team and he's better than a lot of the players that are already performing. That shouldn't be happening, but it's encouraging for the Rangers going forward.
He's got a great attitude, isn't he?
He's fantastic. Yeah, I do like him. I think Lawrence and Diamondi alongside him, were hanging the boy, because the boy was having to do a lot of work. I mean, I don't rate that Diamondi, I'll tell you that now. He's too paper thin, pulls out too many 50-50s for me. And the other boy, that Cortes guy that they brought in, I think I'd send him back. I think he's going to be injury prone all the way down the line.
Can somebody take a note of that? That's 2 new players, Andy doesn't like them. Take a note of that, Bridge.
You don't need to take notes.
I'm not surprised.
Listen, guys. You don't need to take notes. I'll tell you straight away. I shoot straight away, and I'll stick by it. If I'm wrong, I'll hold my hands up. You know that.
Who are you sending back?
I would send that Cortes back. I don't rate him.
Who else?
And I don't rate that Diamondi, but he's a player now, isn't he? So,
wow.
Right, so
you
mark them 2 up. No, I don't. No. He's too paper.
The first half.
No, he wasn't. No, you need to get a pair of glasses.
That's what I'm saying. It's amazing how different people see different things.
Yeah.
I thought Diamonde had a smashing game, and the manager did the right thing in taking him off because he was starting to get a wee bit lost in the game and angry at himself, and he took him off. I thought it was a good decision.
Oh, he gave the ball away cheaply, mate. And
That's correct, guy. No doubt about that. No doubt.
He gave it away cheaply, and there was no reason for it. It was a bad decision. But Andy, I think there might be. Hopefully, you have to eat your words on that, and I know you'll be big enough to do that. I mean, you've done it once or twice.
Listen. I just say it as I see it, and and all I can do is say it to what I'm seeing now. And this is how I'm seeing it. If they turn out and play well, I will say they've played well because you were stupid not to.
Yes. GB.
Hi, Andy. Andy,
Hiya, bud.
do you know where I do agree with Diamandi is his form in pre-season has they continued on to the start of the season. He's there and thereabouts, and it's the same tonight. He's a tidy enough player, but we're needing him to be that creative player. We're needing him to open up the defence and do that kind of deadly pass alongside Lawrence as well. By the way, he doesn't get a free pass in this, but like I says, I get what you mean. Diamandi's still got to show a bit for me, whereas young Barn, like I says, when you're seeing him in there, he's run about. He was covering a lot at the back tonight as well, and I says he done that his shift as well. But again, I'm willing, as long as I see progress. There's time there for these kind of guys because they're young. I mean, you're talking 21-year-olds that's in that team now, and they're needing help. Andy, like you says, mate, we're about four decent signings to help them, and hopefully that'll bring the best out in them.
Davey.
Hi, Andy. How you doing?
Hiya, buddy.
I am. I mean, Fox was criticising us all the other night there about being critical and criticising and all that, but there's criticising and criticism. But all I can say, what Andy's said there is, if we weren't as good as what we think we were tonight, we would have got done. And to turn around and say they're bang average, you've got an international goalkeeper, you've got an international centre forward. Now, we kept him at bay, so that's a great result. No 100%, but you're playing a top-notch team, so that's a great result tonight. Great result.
Yeah, David, I didn't say it wasn't a great result. I just said that I think that team's bang average. You can have proven internationals in any team, but it can still be bang average. You can have one or two good players, and the rest can be bang average. They didn't give me the fear like I was worried about before we played them. After smashing that mob for, was it 8 goals or something? So no, I'm not saying that. I just don't think they're the kind of quality I thought we were going to be facing tonight. That in turn leads me to believe we'll have a chance when we get them back in Scotland. That's what I was meaning.
I know what you mean, Andy, but we made them what they were. We made them what they looked like. That says a lot for Rangers.
They had a good passing game in the first half, guys. They did. In the second half, when we tightened up and the better players came on and we started to show something, their passing game started to filter away. And I really do think Rangers played really, really well in the second half. Most of the players were switched on, and the ones they started to gain confidence, and you could see the confidence in some of the players, and it's great to see. And Dessa's getting a goal. Well, how much confidence can that give him? I can give him all the confidence in the world.
Yeah, well, there was two sides then there, weren't there? I mean, three if you want to look at it that way. A good header that the keeper saved well, but then he had one that come in just before he scored his goal, and he's waiting for it to come. You can't do that as a striker. You've got to go and meet the ball. You've got to put pressure. And then what he did was to get his equaliser. He anticipated and moved. Well, see what happens when you do that. Sometimes you put it in the rigging, don't you? And that's what he did. So there's three sides to him tonight, wasn't there?
Absolutely, pal. Absolutely, yeah. I'm very happy. Very happy.
Who was your man of the match, Bridge?
For me, Balogun.
Andy?
Well, I had to get a Barron up until he went off, but I can see why they get a Balogun because, he played well and he stayed on all through the game, right enough. So I've no qualms with that, but as I said, I love that wee boy Barron. So get that. See, when you're writing down the guys I don't like, get that wrote down right enough for we start early in the season. I'll put the marker on Barron.
Some people are saying that Barron was in fault for the goals, Andy, because he took the ball out before it got further up the park.
But who's saying that? Are you just winding me up? No, I don't. I don't care. For me, he looks a wee diamond there. What I worry about, to be honest, suiting up early before we even get into the season. He's doing a lot of work, so the two guys around him have got to help him out there. One, he could end up getting injured in the rigours of Scottish football, or he could get burnt out, and I don't want to do that. I want to see the boy ease in and become a great for Rangers, and I hope he does. I really do like the way, but somebody like this going to get stuck in. We're lacking quite a few of them, if we're not.
You become a different team when him and Sterling are on the pitch, mate.
Yeah, you'd certainly do.
Aye, people know much about, interesting, man. Listen, everybody sees it slightly different. Listen, that's what I think. Barry's been the biggest plus in the season so far. Agree with that, David?
Aye, okay, sticks with that sore thumb. Just wish they had all his enthusiasm. My man in the match is Vessels, by the way. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't be one each. So
you're absolutely right, pal. You're absolutely right, of course.
He wasn't great tonight. I'm not talking about performance, but it was a man in the match to get that goal. Right place, right time. Come and get it, boy.
Aye. He did do the goal, huh?
Aye.
How was it, Tommy?
All right, pal. Just about it again.
Aye, quickly, mate. Quickly.
Aye, I thought it was a good result. It's the second half. I think when we changed, Sterling came in and that. It changed the left back boy. Scott Wright is terrible. I don't know how we can't get rid of him.
Because he's terrible.
Listen, you've maybe asked your own question. He's terrible, that's how we can't get rid of him. Listen, it's not just about Scott Wright, but you're right, he was invisible in that first half. But Andy Felix did a good game, Andy.
Aye, right. Hey, listen, my son texted me from Lanzarote and said his dog sat.
Hopefully
all being well, I'll be joining him tomorrow.
Hopefully that's the end of that experiment, Tommy. Scott Wright will just become a French player if he doesn't get a club, mate, yeah?
Nah, definitely, I totally agree with you. Aye. I thought we were all right. You know what I mean? The passes were a wee bit short. See, we're passing. It was just too short. That ball kept getting away all the time. I don't know if it was a part or whether it was the players themselves. I had a couple of them could have turned into a nightmare.
Who did you man in the match to, Tommy?
Man in the match? I'd probably say that's a good one. Man in the match. I'd probably go with maybe Balogun or Corin Barron. Barron.
Andy Felix thought Barron was terrible, but everybody else went for Balogun.
Aye, I thought Balogun myself.
Felix is getting a doing again.
Bridge, man, there's nothing new yet. I'm used to it. I get that many kicks in the balls. I'm used to it
now. Oh, Andy, man.
You know to watch your lineage on here, Andrew. You know better than that.
Aye. But
no, it's a good show. It's a good show, lads. He's put on a good show.
Tommy, did we see that? Obviously, hopefully, we've started to turn that corner. Do you feel that goal, that one moment, could bring a bit of confidence to the side?
I think so. I hope so. See, once we get the boy in the back as well, you know what I mean, help out there. I think that's what we needed, and I still think we need a number 6. I don't know if the system's right for Diamante. I think it's playing him out of position, basically.
Where would you play him, mate? Where would you play him?
Diamante.
Aye.
So I don't know. I'm in Barron. Surely he can't play them two at a time because it's two holding midfielders we're playing.
Aye,
And then you're leaving all the work to like Tom Lawrence team, and he's not going to do it.
Would you think of playing Diamante one forward, mate?
Aye, I would get. I'd see if we got a ball player. Sterling, come on, it's totally changed it.
Sterling in midfield. What do I know, GB?
We've been crying out for it, Ox. That's what I was saying. As soon as he came on, I said it the night, the difference in quality. You can see him, he's so comfortable on the ball, drives forward, no fear to put a tackle in. I mean, helped. You could just see it settled as doing tenfold, having him back in the team tonight. And I just hope that he can build something on that. I hope that we can kind of keep him fit, because a fit Sterling in that squad just improves his tenfold, mate.
We'll start telling you we're going to wind up the show. But Tommy, give your last words and your thoughts on the night, mate.
It's still a wee bit sticky. I'm not saying we're over the line yet, you know what I mean? But I'm just hoping to see that new boy, with the chef, with no chef. He played all right coming on in the middle of the park as well, I felt. To help Rudvan out.
Aye, Jeff, his crossing was good.
And then the other boy on the other side as well. So I think Hampden Park might be good for them.
Aye, good shout, mate. Good shout. Listen,
Tommy, it's a big park. Thanks very much.
Call, mate. Good to hear from you. Don't be a stranger, mate. Yeah.
No, I'll phone all the time because I'm always on RangersRadio as well.
Right, good man, good blow. Cheers, mate.
Hey, bother, pal. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Take care, everyone.
Cheers.
Onwards and upwards.
Andy Felix.
A lot of improvement. But, I'm pleased for him for sticking at it. And even I'm flying out in the morning, at least I'll know the crab it. So that's a good start for me, right enough. But I just hope we go forward and get some great players. There's lots of problems that I believe, but hopefully we'll go past that.
Yes, mate. You enjoy your holiday. Well deserved, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll be listening. I'll not miss a show. Don't worry about it. I don't know about the live element saying it, so I could be bent over somewhere done. But they 12 vodkas I can't handle them now.
Enjoy your holiday, mate. Great to hear from you, usual, mate.
Yeah, cheers,
all
pal,
day.
and I'll get in touch again shortly.
All right, mate. All day, mate.
Aye, great. It's nice to hear some positivity again tonight. That's what I was dreading, something afraid I got to do, but it never materialised. So we take everything that we get and appreciate everything we get, and that was a great result. So I'll say good night, guys, and God bless the Rangers, and you all stay safe. Good night, guys.
GB.
Aye, lads, thanks for phoning in tonight and make all the points. And a great result for the team tonight. Hopefully it breeds a bit of confidence and Mr. Clement can take the learnings from tonight onto the season.
And the one and only Bridgman.
Well, what can I say? Oxter, tremendous night, by the way, tremendous night. So happy for Rangers and so happy for the fans, particularly the ones that were there. Amazing. Great scenes. The jubilation was tremendous. So it's everything. Rangers got everything to play for. That could change the whole dynamic about Rangers and this nonsense we're having to play away from Ibrox. We need to get all that sorted out. Let's go out and make a show. Huge game, biggest game of the season coming up at the weekend, Saturday. We're playing at Motherwell at Hampden, and we need to put a show on there. And that was a good stepping stone tonight. Let's hope the team can keep that momentum up and go out there and just obliterate Motherwell. That will give us massive confidence for the next leg of the home game against that mob they played tonight. And hopefully that gives them the confidence to go ahead and beat them. So all I can say is to all the Rangers fans all over the world that are listening in, what a fantastic evening and a great result for the Rangers. Everybody, remember, they're your team. Keep it going for the Rangers. Keep it going.
Just an update for the Great Pie scandal. A certain person from the northwest of the site, as we speak, has got the Mr. Muscle and has been told to clean the oven. There you go. Hot off the press. Hot off the press. There we go.
When you're so laddie for mother. Oh, was brilliant, Big Andy. I love it. Big Stevie for the drum, yeah. Aye, you'll clean it. I'll no clean that. You did that for me. No, you'll clean it.
So can I thank Tommy for joining us, the one and only Andy for Leeds, the legend that is Old Davy. Can I thank Bridge, the legend, and GB for doing this. Thanks to Fox and Old School Boy for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 8 and 10 talking about all things Rangers. Thanks for listening. Enjoy your evening. Take the Old School Boy.